Okay, picture this. It's raining hard outside. You know, one of those really miserable nights.
Yeah, the kind where every sound the house makes feels amplified. A bit spooky.
Exactly. And tonight, we're not doing our usual deep dive exactly. It's more of a telling. We're sharing 3 stories, 3 accounts from people who experience something really unsettling.
Right, things that happen in places they should feel safe. Their homes or, just out working at night.
It's that feeling of vulnerability, isn't it? That sense of the unknown creeping in.
It really is. And what's often striking is how normal things seem at first. Just a little thing feels off and then it just spirals.
Yeah, it makes you realize how thin that sense of security can be.
Absolutely.
So let's get into the first one. This person, they work overnight shifts.
Okay. Tough schedule.
Right. So they get home, it's the middle of the night, streets are empty, and they see this car. An old black sedan, tinted windows.
Uh-huh.
And it's parked, weirdly, like right up by their driveway, almost touching the property. No lights on, windows totally blacked out.
Strange. Especially if there's other parking around.
Exactly. Plenty of other spots. It just feels wrong. Deliberate.
That positioning is the first flag, isn't it? Not just random.
Then, the next night, it happens again. Same car, same exact spot.
Wow. Okay, not a coincidence, though.
And this time, driving past, they see like a flicker of movement inside.
Yeah.
Could be nothing, but.
But it adds to the unease, makes it feel watched.
Totally. So they snap a picture of the license plate, just in case,
Smart move. Always good to have.
Then, their night off comes. They go for a walk around the neighborhood, and yep, the car's there again. Same spot. Waiting, almost.
The pattern is undeniable now. It's focused on them.
So they go inside, feeling pretty freaked out, and their phone buzzes.
Okay.
It's a motion alert from an indoor security camera. Not the porch one, an inside one.
Oh, wow. Inside the house.
Yeah. They pull up the footage. It's a 60-second clip. And for like 55 seconds, nothing. Just the empty room.
The tense.
Then right at the end, the last few seconds, something moves. At the very bottom of the frame.
What was it?
Looks like part of a head and shoulders. Just a glimpse.
Okay.
And the camera pointed at their bedroom, the room they are standing in right at that moment.
No. That's horrifying. Confirmation someone is in there with them.
Pure panic. Suddenly your own home feels incredibly unsafe. Yeah. They bolt for the door.
I don't blame them.
And as they run, they hear it. Movement from the bedroom. Footsteps coming after them down the hall.
Oh my God.
They sprint outside, don't look back, just call 911. When the police get there, the car's gone.
Of course. But the license plate.
Crucial. That photo leads to an arrest.
Thank goodness for that picture.
And when the police find out, it's chilling. This person had been stalking them intensely for 2 whole weeks.
2 weeks.
Documenting their schedule, when they left, when they came home, had photos of the house, even photos taken through the windows at night of them inside.
That is deeply disturbing. The level of violation.
And the really creepy part, they still don't know how the intruder got inside before, without triggering any cameras until that one moment.
That unknown element is terrifying. How many times had they been in there before? Were they watching from inside?
Exactly. Leaves you with so many awful questions. Okay, let's move to the second account.
All right, second story. Another rainy night. This one's really slow for business. Our narrator is an Uber driver.
Okay, so out on the roads, potentially isolated.
And they get a ping, a pickup request, but it's way out of town, like a 25-minute drive just to get to the pickup spot.
That's quite a distance, especially on a slow night.
Yeah, and the estimated ride itself is another 20 minutes. Sets off a few little warning bells, maybe.
Could do. Longer trips to remote areas, bad weather. It increases the risk factor a bit for drivers.
So they drive out there, getting further and further from the city lights, just dark fields, trees. Feels like the middle of nowhere.
Classic creepy setting.
They finally reach the pin on the map. It's just a crossroads. 2 roads meeting, empty fields all around. And nobody's there.
Not waiting at the pin. That's odd. They double check the app. They're definitely in the right place. So they text the rider, "Hey, I'm here."
Standard procedure.
Then, suddenly they see movement in the side mirror. Someone walking up from behind the car.
From behind, not from the road or a house.
Nope. Didn't see any headlights approach, no one walking before. Just appeared. Out of the dark, pouring rain.
Okay, that's immediately unsettling.
The person gets in the back seat. They're absolutely drenched.
Yeah.
And the driver notices they look disturbed. Angry almost.
Not a good sign.
The passenger confirms the driver's name, but then sits right behind them, not diagonal, and just stares at them in the rearview mirror.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. Intense eye contact like that.
The driver tries to break the tension, asks something polite like, "You okay out in the storm?"
Yeah.
Passenger completely ignores them, just silence, staring, acting really strange.
That silence, the staring, it creates this heavy, threatening atmosphere in the car. Something feels very wrong.
Then, out of nowhere, the passenger just blurts out they want to be dropped off somewhere else, an even more remote spot.
Further out. Okay, red flags everywhere now.
But then, as they're saying this, the passenger glances down at the driver's phone mount, sees the Uber app open.
The app.
They hesitate, pull out their own phone, look at it quick, and the driver kind of realizes they must know the app has their name, their info. They're being tracked, recorded by Uber.
That realization, the fact that they're not anonymous anymore, it seems like it might have changed things.
It feels like it. The driver, sensing this is bad, quickly says, "You know what, I'll just cancel the ride, no charge."
Good call. De-escalate. Get them out.
The passenger gives them this hard, angry look, but then they just get out and vanish back into the storm.
Just like that.
Yep, driver doesn't wait around, floors it, gets out of there, and calls the police immediately to report the whole weird, scary encounter.
Definitely the right thing to do. Even if nothing technically happened, it was clearly a threatening situation. Documenting it is important.
And here's the really grim part. A few days later, the police call the driver back.
Oh.
Someone went missing that same night. Last seen near that remote crossroads where the pickup was supposed to happen.
Oh, no.
Police ask for more details,
Right.
but nothing comes of it. They never find the missing person.
Yeah.
Or the strange passenger.
Wow.
The driver is just left with this horrible feeling that they dodged something truly dangerous that night. Like they were maybe the original target or just interrupted something awful.
That connection to a real missing person case makes it so much more chilling. A very narrow escape, potentially.
Okay, let's do our third story. Final one for tonight.
All right.
This takes place in a more rural area. Again, it's been raining. Our narrator gets home from a long day at work.
Tired, wet, just wants to relax.
Exactly. And they pull into their driveway, it's muddy, and they see tire tracks.
Yeah.
Fresh ones. Definitely not theirs.
Unexpected visitor.
Well, that's the thing. They hadn't had anyone over. No deliveries scheduled. Mail already came, maybe. So whose tracks are they? And why just up to the house and back out?
Right. If it was a delivery, they'd come to the door. If it was a visitor, they'd likely still be there or have called. Odd.
They try not to worry. Maybe someone just used the driveway to turn around,
Plausible, but still a bit strange in a rural spot.
Later that evening, relaxing inside, they hear a knock. Just one. Really quiet, almost tentative.
Okay.
Go straight to the door, open it up. Nobody there. Porch is empty. Still raining. No sign of anyone.
Weird. A single soft knock like that. Could be the wind, branches.
Or someone checking if you're home.
Yeah.
They try to brush it off again. But about an hour later, they get up from the couch.
Yeah.
And they see it. On the white tile floor, right behind where they were sitting. A small patch of fresh mud.
Mud inside.
Fresh, wet mud. And they know they didn't track it in. Wiped their feet, took shoes off. They're certain.
Okay, that's concrete. The tracks were one thing, the knock could be dismissed, but mud inside. Someone was in the house.
That's the conclusion they jump to. And suddenly, this intense feeling washes over them, like they're being watched right now.
Primal fear kicking in. Your safe space is violated.
They can't shake it. So they decide to go upstairs, maybe feel safer in their bedroom.
Locking the door behind them.
You'd hope so.
Yeah.
They go up. About 20 minutes pass in silence. Then they hear it, a muffled thump from right outside the bedroom door.
Oh, God. Close.
They freeze, listen hard at the door. Nothing more. Just silence again. But the fear is overwhelming now.
Absolutely.
They slowly, cautiously open the bedroom door, peek out. Hallway's empty. Still quiet.
Okay.
They start to creep down the hall, towards the spare bedroom at the far end. And just as they get close to it, the downstairs PV suddenly blasts on.
Whoa.
Full volume.
Bro, diversion.
That's what it feels like. Heart pounding, they race back downstairs. House is dark except for the TV blaring away.
Scary.
Living room's empty. They quickly switch off a TV, grab a kitchen knife, adrenaline pumping. They start clearing the ground floor, room by room. Nobody.
But the TV, someone turned it on.
Exactly. So very carefully now, they head back upstairs, towards that spare room.
Right. The place they were heading when the TV came on.
They check it out. Looks normal at first glance. Haven't been in there recently. But then they see something on the floor near the closet.
What is it?
It's the remote control of the downstairs TV.
Ah, there it is. Proof positive. Someone was hiding. Probably in that closet.
The realization just hits him like a ton of bricks. Someone was in here, hiding, watching, use the TV to distract them.
Time to get out. Now.
They don't hesitate. Run out of house, call 911. Police arrive, check the place out. They find signs of forced entry. Confirm someone was definitely inside. Their theory.
Let me guess. Tracks and knock were recon earlier.
Yep. Came by, saw no one home maybe, checked with a knock, returned later, broke in, waited.
Lurking inside your home? That's terrifying.
Used the TV to cover their escape when they heard the narrator coming towards the spare room.
Makes sense. But the motive? Anything taken?
That's the kicker. Nothing stolen, nothing disturbed really, besides the forced entry and the remote. Just intrusion. Which is almost creepier, you know? Why were they there?
The lack of a clear motive like theft makes it deeply unsettling. Was it voyeurism? Planning something else? You just don't know.
Oh yeah. 3 stories. 3 unsettling tellings for you tonight. All happened on these dark, wet nights, all tapping into that fear of intrusion.
That violation of your safe space, it really lingers, doesn't it? Those unanswered questions.
What did they want? What might have happened if things went differently? It's a real reminder of, well, how easily that sense of security can be shattered, even at home.
It definitely makes you think. And maybe double check the locks. Always trust your gut feeling when something seems off.
Good advice. Well, thank you for joining us for these accounts here on the Horror Docs channel.
Hope we didn't keep you up too late.
Maybe just unsettled enough. If you felt that chill, please do remember to like this telling, share it with someone who enjoys spooky true stories, and definitely subscribe to Horror Docs for more.
We'll be back soon with more explorations into the unsettling and unknown.